There's an enormous heat haze rising up from the circuit. There's 1 minute to go. That board is showing the 1 minute board. There are the World Championship positions, 15 points for a win. So even if Lucchinelli scores no points, he will still be in the lead at the end of this race, because there is a 16-point gap between himself and Randy Mamola, the American young rider who is in second place. 20 laps then. There are 28 laps, and that's 82 miles over this circuit. Extremely hot. The man with the Union Jack, who is going to start the race, is standing in front of the riders. He's starting to walk slowly back across the circuit now, up into the starters rostrum. All the riders are off their machines, most of them on the left-hand side to push. In fact, all of them, just one rider on the right-hand side of the machine to push. They're straining now, they've got the front brake on, they're leaning on the handlebars to get the weight pushing forward. The flag goes and away. Now, Crosby has got a superb start. Graeme Crosby in pole position, and Freddie Spencer has got the Honda firing well, and it's Kenny Roberts second, and Barry Sheene third, and Marco Lucchinelli in fourth position. Number 4 is Crosby. Graeme Crosby, the New Zealand rider on the Works Suzuki, leads Kenny Roberts, the world champion, as they go round the left-hander at Maggots. Now up into 6th gear, down towards Beckett's, where they go right down through the gearbox into second. Over 8,000 RPM, round Beckett's, and it is Crosby leading Roberts, leading Sheene in third position. And in fourth position, it's Marco Lucchinelli, and you see them back to the right and the left, and now they go down the Hanger Straight with Crosby, Roberts, Sheene, Lucchinelli, Mamola, and then Kork Ballington on the Kawasaki. From Stowe up to Club Corner. From Club up to Abbey. It's 5th gear and up to 135 miles an hour here. Now into top gear, nearly 150 miles an hour. Then they have to anchor up after Abbey for Woodcote, the tremendously fast right-hander. No chicane for the motorcycles, unlike the car Grand Prix. And it is Graeme Crosby leading at the end of lap 1 with 27 laps to go. Kenny Roberts, Sheene is challenging Roberts. Then it's Lucchinelli, and behind Lucchinelli, Mamola. And behind Mamola is Kork Ballington, and Lucchinelli is starting to close on the 3 in front of him. Barry Sheene has had trouble with his tyres in a lot of races this year. There he is, the world champion of 1976 and 1977. With that peculiar riding stance of his, caused by injuries that he had in Daytona many years ago. And it's still Crosby. Sheene in third position. The world champion, Kenny Roberts, in second place. Marco Lucchinelli, the world championship leader, in fourth place. In the red helmet in the background is Randy Mamola. And Roberts leads. Kenny Roberts then, who had trouble with his tyres, and more about this, takes the lead.
You notice that Kenny used every advantage from the slipstream there and was able to pull out and pass Graeme Crosby just as entering the breaking point. This shows.
So there you go, it's Kenny Roberts. Now, is this tremendously gritty New Zealander, Graeme Crosby, who most of us had never heard of a couple of years ago, going to be able to challenge the reigning world champion? Kenny Roberts said to me before, and he is, Roberts takes the lead again. Roberts goes into the lead at Woodcote. So Crosby leads, then Roberts, then Sheene, behind Sheene, Marco Lucchinelli, all 4 together with Randy Mamola 5th.
Well, these machines seem so evenly matched on power that this seems the name of the game. This slipstreaming and this taking the sort of corner, entering Woodcote.
Keith Ewan, the man who did so well in the 350 race at the beginning of the afternoon, finishing in second place, is out of the 500 class already on his Suzuki. Hard luck, but Graeme Crosby on his Suzuki is still very much in the running. Leading on lap 3, number 4, Graeme Crosby. Roberts next, Sheene third, number 2, Marco Lucchinelli fourth, number 3, Randy Mamola is in 5th position, and off goes Graeme Crosby, and past him goes Lucchinelli. That looks like Sheene off as well, but was it? That's Crosby. He's getting down behind the barrel, behind the hay bale, and immediately goes to the assistance of his fellow competitor, and I think Marco Lucchinelli has got through. The yellow flag's waving to warn the competitors behind them that somebody has come off.
No, I think Lucchinelli went as well, Mo.
Here we go. Here's a replay. Let's have a look at it. Graeme Crosby.
Here we have...
Watch Graeme Crosby's rear wheel. He's still got control of the bike. He heels it right over. And away it goes. Completely lost adhesion, a great puff of rubber smoke. Down goes Crosby. He looks as though he's got his leg mostly clear. Through goes Roberts. So Roberts got through there anyway. And there's another machine. That's Sheene coming into the picture, all doubled up. And past him, that's Marco Lucchinelli. So Lucchinelli keeps rolling. Graeme Crosby is kicking the machine away from him. Sheene is off. The race continues, and it is now into lap 4. And on lap 4, the race order after this contretemps on the earlier lap, in the lead now is Randy Mamola, and in 2nd position is Kenny Roberts, and in 3rd place Kork Ballington. And that's Marco Lucchinelli, who is way down now, of course, because a lot of riders went past him. And you can see marshals in the background waving them down because they're coming up to the danger point. And look at Kork Ballington. Kork Ballington in the green leathers is coming up extremely well. In fact, Ballington is challenging now. Ballington is right up with the leaders. So it's Kenny Roberts leading as they come into Woodcote at the end of lap 4. Kenny Roberts leading, then it's Mamola. Kork Ballington is in 3rd position, and Jack Middelburg, the Dutchman, is in 4th place. Well, Kenny Roberts going round the outside of Randy Mamola. I remind you that Lucchinelli is out of the running. Sheene is out. Graeme Crosby is out. Drama right at the beginning of the British Grand Prix, but now Kenny Roberts and Mamola and Kork Ballington and Jack Middelburg all virtually locked together and overlapping, and Freddie Spencer on the Honda is in 5th position. We'll be able to see the gap soon between these 4. This is the battle for the lead, and this is lap 5 out of 28.
Jack Middelburg, 3rd fastest in practice, is there now in 4th place.
And we've heard the news that Sheene is up on his feet, and we believe that he is okay.
Well, that was terrible luck for Barry. I think what happened was that they were so dicing into the corner, leaving their braking to the very latest point, that Crosby had to sort of try and tighten the corner, and when he went to apply the power, it was just a little too much angle on the machine, and as you see, he just ploughed the back wheel away. What was so disappointing was, of course, taking out Barry and
Graeme Crosby. Now, but this is tremendously interesting. In that fracas, Lucchinelli went right down. These are the leaders, but Marco Lucchinelli is now virtually last, and he is certainly out of the points. Now, not in my wildest imagination did I dream that Marco Lucchinelli would be out of the top. There he is. There he is. Okay, there is Marco Lucchinelli. We just saw a flash of him, and here are the leaders coming up to Beckett's on lap 6 out of 28 in this already tremendously dramatic British Grand Prix. And the thing that I think is of tremendous significance as we look at Marco Lucchinelli, who had to slow right down and go off the course in that lap 3, falling of Sheene and Crosby, and Roberts having to go through. Roberts is leading now. Mamola is second. Kork Ballington is going better in this Grand Prix than I've ever seen him go before.
Well, talking to Kork in practice, he was very concerned about the anti-dive characteristics on the front of the Kawasaki. But it appears from this that he certainly made some improvements in that last practice.
Kork Ballington, that's the rider in the green leathers on the green mini Kawasaki. The highest placing that he's had in a Grand Prix so far this year is third in Holland. The Kawasaki was introduced last year, the 500, that's number 9 that we're looking at now, and he's in third position on lap 6. Is being ridden by Kork Ballington, who is 4 times world champion in the 250 and 350 classes in 1978 and 79. But now, into lap 7, Kenny Roberts, number 1, the reigning world champion, leads, fighting against Randy Mamola, who has now retaken the lead from Roberts, and Kork Ballington is not losing an inch on any of them.
Interesting point watching Kork was the way he picked them up coming into Woodcote. The Kawasaki